Okay, so breaking tonight, the yacht of Russian oligarch Andrei Melnichenko seized in an Italian airport. Italian finance police say that the yacht is worth more than $578 million. Its manufacturer calling it one of the largest super yachts in the world. That as new details are emerging tonight on the Justice Department's klepto capture unit, the task force set up to go after those yachts, jets, and the real estate of Russian oligarchs. And we're learning that the unit will also focus on financial institutions and other entities that enable the oligarchs to move their assets to hide from sanctions. So joining me now, former CIA agent Alex Finley, who has been tracking the movements of oligarchs' yachts. And it's a fascinating story, Alex. We thank you for joining us. You are in Barcelona, where a lot of these yachts dock, and because of that, you have had a front row seat to their movements. What have you learned since you started tracking them?
Well, there's been, like you said, a lot of movement. Most of the yachts that are here have left or are preparing to leave. They look like they're preparing to leave. Sort of the crown jewel that was here in Barcelona was Solaris, which is one of Roman Abramovich's yachts. Solaris left Barcelona on Tuesday afternoon. Thursday morning, the UK announced their sanctions on Abramovich. Some may say that's a coincidence. And so we've been watching from here. But you can also track a number of the other yachts online. A lot of people now are doing that.
Yeah. And there are a number of stories out there how these yachts are disappearing. And you've been watching these yachts dip in and out of ports for weeks now. And you say that they're continuously trying to find friendly ports. Can these oligarchs avoid the sanctions placed on them by the West?
Well, that's a good question. For those yachts that are in Europe, that's up to the European authorities to make those decisions of whether or not they act. The Italians have acted. This is now the third yacht that the Italians have frozen. I don't think we're using the word seized because I don't think the government can sell the boat or do anything with the boat. It's just that nobody can access the boat. There's been another one that was taken in La Ciotat, France, and another in Germany. But a number of them are still here, including some that are who the beneficial owners are under sanctions of either the UK, the EU, or the US. But a number of them have left. There was one that was here in Barcelona called Galactica Supernova. She left even before the sanctions started. She left about 2 weeks ago now, so I think the owner was anticipating what was coming. And a lot of these ships now are on the move, or we already see them in the Indian Ocean. Some we've lost track of, like I said, because their AIS, which is their tracking system, for some reason isn't pinging. There are some legitimate reasons why that might be, but there are also some more nefarious reasons why that might be, including somebody who doesn't want to be found.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you look at the one that's up there now, look how big that boat is. It's hard to kind of see it unless compared to, that was it looks like a Carnival cruise ship, and that boat was just as big as the Carnival cruise ship. I mean, these things are enormous. Russia, go on.
Yeah, sorry, that one is Dilbar. That one belongs to Alisher Usmanov. That's the largest privately owned yacht. It's not the longest. Eclipse, within the Russian fleet, Eclipse, which is Roman Abramovich's other yacht, is the longest. But Dilbar there is the largest by gross tonnage.
Incredible. Russia has been referring to the sanctions as economic war. What kind of impact do these asset seizures have over in Russia?
Well, the idea behind them is to, frankly, make life a little bit more miserable for these people. The oligarchs have played a central role in helping Putin with his destabilization activities, which helped get us to this point where Putin decided to invade Ukraine. A number of the things like interfering in U.S. elections and in European elections, the oligarchs have had a real role in that. While at the same time, they've been, duplicitous, where they have been spending their money and taking full advantage of the very democracies that they have been working to destabilize. So, taking their assets and forcing them not to live here anymore is making them choose. Either you support a dictator or you support democracy, and the two-faced game needs to end now.
Alex Finley, thank you. I learned so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.